Today's subject is pharmaceutics 2. Then chapter number 3 is posology and subtopic is factors affecting dose. We have to see the 11th factor, that is synergism. Synergism means what? Synergism is divided into two parts, that is syn, S-Y-N. Syn means together and ergon, E-R-G-O-N. Ergon means working together for action. And the theory of synergism is based on the combination effect of the drugs. The effect of two drugs is in the same direction. We have to see with the one equation, that is effect of A plus B equals to, it gives effect of drug A plus effect of drug B means 2 plus 2 equals to 4. That is called as synergistic effect. Then you have to see what is meant by definition of synergism. When two or more drugs are used in combination form, means two or more drugs are used in combination form, their action is increased, means their action is increased. This phenomenon is called as synergism. This is the definition of synergism. Simple is when two or more drugs are used in the combination form, their action is increased. This phenomenon is called as synergism. And where it is useful? Synergism is very useful when desired therapeutic result is needed and which is difficult to achieve with the single drug. The effect is difficult to achieve with the single drugs. In this, the synergism means combination of drug is preferred for the action. For example, we have to take example, the procaine, which is the local anesthetic, and adrenaline, when given in the combination, which increases the duration of action of procaine drug. Means procaine means the activity is local anesthetic, which increases when it is given with the adrenaline in the combination, which increases the duration of action of procaine. This is the example of synergism. Then you have to take the second, antagonism. What do you mean by antagonism? It is opposite to the synergism. Anta means against. We have to see the definition. For example, for when the action of one drug is opposed, anta means opposite, opposed by the other drug on the same physiological system, is known as antagonism. This is the definition of antagonism. Means antagonistic means anta means against, means when the action of one drug is opposed by the action of other drug on the same physiological system, is known as drug antagonism. This is the definition. Then what is the use of antagonistic drugs? The use of antagonistic responses to the drugs is valuable in case of the treatment of poisoning, which is very important in treatment of the poisoning. We have to take example. For example, milk of magnesia, that is magnesium hydroxide, is used in acid poisoning because the milk of magnesia is alkaline substance, that is magnesium hydroxide, and is used in the treatment of acid poisoning. Means this alkaline nature of the milk of magnesia or magnesium hydroxide is neutralize the acid which is present in the poisoning. Then what is the reason? The alkaline effect of the milk of magnesia is neutralize the effect of acid, that is called as acid poisoning. Means this alkaline effect of drug is oppose the action of acid while being the reaction of neutralization. The second example, when the adrenaline and acetylcholine are given together, they neutralize the effect of each other. Means which oppose the effect of each other, that is called as neutralization when it is given in the combination due to the antagonistic action of adrenaline and acetylcholine, because adrenaline has the action of vasoconstrictor and the acetylcholine have the action of vasodilator, means which is the different from each other, that it is vasoconstrictor and which is vasodilator, means the different means the both drugs are given the different action. Therefore, antagonistic effect is done and to neutralize, and which gives the neutralization action effect of drug when it is given in the combination, that is adrenaline and acetylcholine. Then next factor between dose of drug is idiosyncrasy. Idiosyncrasy means simply it is called as the allergy. The idiosyncrasy, this word is replaced by the drug allergy. What is the definition of idiosyncrasy? When an extraordinary response to a drug which is different from its characteristic pharmacological action, it is called as idiosyncrasy. Means the drug which gives the pharmacological response, but in this allergy or idiosyncrasy, it gives the same drug gives the extraordinary response. It is called as idiosyncrasy or allergy. What is the definition again? When an extraordinary response to a drug which is different from, different from its characteristics pharmacological action, called as idiosyncrasy. The word idiosyncrasy is replaced by the term allergy. Replaced by the term drug allergy. Means idiosyncrasy is simply called as allergy. For example, we have to take example. The small quantity of aspirin, this is the name of the drug, may cause gastric hemorrhage. Gastric hemorrhage means it gives the internal bleeding to the gastric. Internal bleeding. Hemorrhage means internal bleeding. Means when the small quantity of aspirin may cause the gastric hemorrhage. Then second example, the small dose of quinine when given to the patient may produce ringing in the ears, ringing sound in the ears, which is the extraordinary response of the quinine. Then next, when some persons are sensitive to, for example, penicillin and sulfonamides, because they produce the severe toxic symptoms in the allergic condition or allergic patient. Means in this example, the first aspirin, it gives the extraordinary response to cause the gastric hemorrhage. Then second is the quinine, which is seen the extraordinary response is ringing in the ears. And third, the penicillin and sulfonamides are sensitive to the particular persons which is allergic to it, and which produces the severe toxic symptoms, which is the examples of idiosyncrasy, or it is called as the allergy. Then in this lecture we have to see the factors affecting dose. That is, first factor is synergism, second factor is antagonism, and third factor is idiosyncrasy. In simple, synergism means when the two or more drugs are used in the combination form, their action is increases. This phenomenon is called as the synergism. Simple. Then second, what is antagonism? When the action of one drug is opposed by the other drug on the same physiological system is called as antagonism. This termed as the antagonism means opposite action. And what is the idiosyncrasy? It is simply termed as the allergy. Means when an extraordinary response to a drug which is different from its characteristics pharmacological action is called as idiosyncrasy. So these are the factors influencing the dose of drug.